417 days ago, Yona, my sweet, dear child, you went to save our beautiful country and its brave citizens. You did not need to go. After your first serious injury in May 2023, you had a free pass. Technically, you did not need to return the army, but you did. As you and your Tzevet Duv Divan heroically went house to house in Kfar Aza, your menpei Ben Bernstein, Zichrono Livracha, and close friend Amir Fisher, Zichrono Livracha, after being shot. You heard Ben call out, and that he was hit, and you ran. We all know the outcome of that dash to save Ben and Amir. After fighting for the life of Ben, Amir, and the residents of Kfar Aza, you, my sweet child, began the fight of your life in Tipol Nimratz Aleph of Sheba Hospital. From room 4 to room 9, to room 11, to room 9 again. A few days at Rambam Hospital, 2 months at Tipol Nimratz Asaf Rofei Talachatz, then back to Sheba, room 9, then back to room 11. And finally, a week out of Tipol Nimratz in Kriot, and then back to Tipol Nimratz room 1. And finally returning a third time to room 11. So today at 6 a.m., for the first time in 418 days, I did not call the nurse's station at Tipol Nimratz Aleph to get your blood test results. I did not worry if your procalcitonin went up, if your white blood cell count went down, or if you had yet another fever or infection. I got up, I went to the kitchen that I had not been in for 418 days, and I tried to remember how to use the coffee machine. During one of our many talks, we spoke about you writing your experience of making life happen while being a patient in Tipol Nimratz. We made schedules for routines, physical therapy, occupational therapy, drawing, personalized breakfast from the Sheba chef, and lunch always from Mali. Routines, food, and of course, friends. We began to call your friends from home the other brothers, as they became a part of our family, because they love you so much. The Tzevet of Tipol Nimratz Aleph grew to love your dear friends as well. They told me they had never seen such dedication to a patient. Your friends really didn't surprise any of us. They are all a reflection of the love and kindness you have given them. While we patiently waited for your wounds to heal and the infections to stop, so that you could finally go to Shikum, you created Shikum in Tipol Nimratz. With love and encouragement of the dedicated Sheba Tipol Nimratz Aleph doctors, nurses, Koach Ezer, and Tzevet Nikayon, room 11 became an island in medical history. Schnitzel and pita on Fridays, weightlifting workouts, sushi nights, TED Talks, karaoke, and of course soulful and musical Kabbalat Shabbat. Music, love, laughter, and joy wafted from room 11 to the hallways of Tipol Nimratz Aleph, almost as a drug to heal and soothe a place of tragedy and sorrow. My dear Yona, you met each day with endless grit and fought against impossible odds. After you first woke up in room 4 in November 2023, you asked for your tefillin. Davening was something you always did. Even later in the day, you would ask, what time is it? Can I still put on tefillin? When you had too many wires and bandages on your arms, you taught me how to wrap up your tefillin. You always smiled as I never got it right, and we had to wait for Abba to go fix it. You wanted to daven, and you told me when you read the words, Tzirat 18, that's how you felt. You arose from the dead, time and time again. So many people came to visit. Healy was a weekly visitor, often bringing musicians you requested. One day you shared with Healy that you felt you failed, as Ben and Amir did not survive. Healy told you that when he thinks about the future of our beautiful country, we will one day begin to rebuild. He wants people like you, dear Yona. People who are willing to put others' needs above their own. People who selflessly love and devote themselves to our country and its values. My dear sweet Yona, from your hospital bed, you inspired so many people around the world. Men and women wrote me that they did Hafreshat Kala for the first time. My colleagues at work started to light Shabbat candles. And the Tehillim, oh, the Tehillim. Your fight encouraged so many people to start saying Tehillim. I told people who did he would have got to understand him in English as well. Over 50,000 chapters were read for your recovery. My sweet Yona, from your Tiponi Matsuru, messages of hope, emunah, and love for our precious country washed over our battered and exhausted nation. Yes, you, my love, became the focus of doing things to make this world better, to make our country just a bit better, because everyone wanted Yona to win this battle and finally move on to Shikun. We were all in for you, dear Yona, and you were all in for Am Yisrael. We had conversations about you getting to Shikun and swimming, taking your first real shower, finally sitting in a wheelchair. This is what you waited, prayed for, and worked toward. But my dear sweet child, that day never came. This time, on day 417, the answer from God was no. God had another plan for you, not my plan, not your plan, but God's plan, and that we can't even begin to understand. But as Jews, we accept with love and devotion the Gezerah Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. My precious child, you are now being escorted by Grandma and Grandpa and Bubby and Zadie. You will join the dear souls of Ben, Amir, Nati, your Chavruta from Alei Ephraim, and Eitan from Bnei Akiva Hadracha. Chayalim who also thought of others and their country first. Chayalim who fought hard for the values of our beautiful home that we chose to move to 30 years ago. I know that they will all surround you with love and escort you to your place close to God. Yona, you are now soldier 805. And Yona, all your beautiful siblings, encouraged and understood our complete and utter devotion to you for however long it would take. You must know your siblings wanted it this way. They understood and supported us as we stayed by your side to be solely dedicated to you, as you have been solely dedicated to Am Yisrael. Ab and I became the shomer of the shomer. And you, my dear children, have become our shomer. As for Ab and I and all the children and grandchildren, we will need to learn a new path. For 417 days, our family lived as an island between the world of injured soldiers and mourning families. Today, we join Ishpachot Shakulot, our dear Yona. Please don't worry. They will welcome us and take us into their arms and into their hearts. Yona, now I ask for your forgiveness. I'm sorry, so sorry that I could not do more, that I could not find someone somewhere in the world that would have a magic pill to heal all your wounds and infections, to ease your pain and suffering. Please forgive me, I did my best. So now, my sweet Yona, we will take your passion for pushing limits, zest and optimism for life during the most challenging of times, and we will soldier on. We are a bruised and aching family, forever feeling that something is missing. But dear Yona, we are a strong family, stronger now because of your fight. You are now free from the wires, the machines, the endless antibiotics, the pain and the suffering. You have finally left the Kolimatza Olive Shiva, and I let you go. I know I've told you 100 times, but now I have Am Yisrael hearing you as well. I love you. And I'm so proud of you. So proud of your indomitable spirit, which now, with God's help, will continue to heal us all. Please, dear sweet Yona, please continue to fight for Am Yisrael. And I hope and pray that we will be worthy of your love and guidance from above.